Hello friends, welcome back to the video series on energy methods and energy principles. So we have seen two videos, part 1 and part 2. So in part 1 I told you about energy and work principle using a simple example of a truss, and in part 2 I explained about the virtual work principle. Still I have not entered the Castigliano's theorem, so we are still in the virtual work principle. So basic concept of virtual work principle I have already explained in part 2. So before watching this video, if you are viewing this video for the first time, please pause this video and go back and check my part 1 and part 2 videos, so that understanding these further videos will be very much easy for you. So we'll continue with our virtual work principle, and we have already seen how to what is virtual work principle. Now in this upcoming video, we will see how to use this virtual work principle in the real life examples or the structures. Once again I will take the example of this truss. Now this truss is subjected to an external force F, and because of that it will undergo some deformation, and that deformation at this point is delta F. The forces in each and every component of this truss, because of the externally applied force F, is Fi, and the deformation in each and every component of the truss because of this externally applied force F is Di. Now I have disturbed the structure by keeping delta F constant, but by adding an additional imaginary force of delta F. Now because of this additional imaginary force, the forces in each and every component of the truss will also have some additional force, that is delta Fi. And I have seen how we have arrived at this equation. So this is the total work done by the external force equal to the total strain energy stored in the structure. Now how to analyze this type of a structure? Now it is very simple. We have to simply use the principle of superposition. Let us see how to use that. Now what I will do, this truss I will separate it out into two trusses. The first truss will have only the external force F applied and the delta F, and it will have the component forces Fi and the component deformations Di. I will call this as an actual system. Now the second truss will only have the additional imaginary force delta F and the component forces because of this additional imaginary force delta F. I will have the additional component forces as delta Fi, and I will call this as an virtual system, and I know this equation already. Now I can analyze these two structures separately. I can combine them, and if I use this equation I can find the unknown delta F which is required by us. We are actually main objective of this is to find the deformation because of the externally applied load. Now what I will do, additional imaginary force delta F, I will assume it as 1 unity, that is I can apply some 1 kilonewton or 1 newtons or whatever it might be. Now because of this application of 1 unit load, I will try to find what are the forces in each and every member of the truss. They are nothing but delta Fi. I will repeat once again. I will apply a unit load 1, and I will try to find what are the forces in each and every member of the truss. So that can be easily done by using any method of joints or method of sections, and I will call that as delta Fi, right? So now this delta F is 1 and this delta Fi is also calculated. Now what is this Di? Now this Di is actually nothing but Fi Li divided by Ai Ei. Now what are these? This Fi is the component forces in the truss because of the external force F applied. Li is the length of each component. Ai and Ei are the cross-sectional area and Young's modulus of each and every component, right? So this Di can be easily found by this equation. This is actually in the form of PL by AE, if you remember, PL by AE. right? So this di also I know, so that can be substituted here. So now this also I know this as 1, and this also I have found by analyzing this truss. The only unknown which will be left out is delta f, which I can find easily. Now if I rewrite that equation, so that equation will be of this form. So this F1 is actually the additional imaginary force which is applied, which is unity. This delta f is unknown for us. This delta fi is actually the forces in every component of the truss because of the unit load applied. Fi is the force in the each and every member of the truss because of the additional external force applied, that is because of the actual force applied. Li is the length of each component, Ai is the cross-sectional area of each component, and Ei is the Young's modulus. So once I apply this equation, the only unknown is delta f, which we can find easily. So this is how I can apply the virtual work principle in case of trusses. So in the next video we will see how to apply this virtual work principle in case of beams, right? Till then, thank you.